Hello and thank you for joining me. This is Freewill Tarot. This reading is going to be for the sign of Sagittarius. Hello Sagittarius, and thank you for being here. How I do my readings, you'll have two messages here from Spirit. I'm going to read you those two messages, and then we're going to jump into the tarot portion of your reading, okay? Now, until I get a new camera, some of these cards you might not be able to see, okay? And I do apologize for that, but nevertheless, I'm still going to explain your reading to you and try to give you the best reading you can, okay? I can give you, okay? So let's go ahead and start off. The first message I got here for you, Sagittarius, is allowance, okay? And I'm going to hold it up, but you probably ain't going to see it because of the light, okay? There we go. See, I just made it even worse. Allowance. It says, when you let go of resistance, abundance flows freely into your life. Release the need for control and trust that what is meant for you is already on its way. And I want to remind you that abundance is not just financial abundance. It's not just money. Abundance is in all forms. It's in love. It is financial stability. It is in health. So when we speak of, or I speak of abundance, or the universe speaks of abundance, they're not just talking about money, okay? And what they're saying with this card is they want you to allow all forms of abundance to come into your life without you resisting it. And how you resist it sometimes, Sagittarius, not just you, but anybody, is trying to control the outcome, or trying to control the situation by the way that we show up in the world, okay? You also have, which here's a theme, Spirit is really trying to get across to you, Sagittarius, for whoever this is for, about accepting a situation the way it is. Remember, you had allowance and acceptance. So here's the acceptance card, okay? And this is the hand of God touching you, touching your face, and wanting you to see things clearly as they are. So I'm going to read this to you, Sag. It says, embracing what brings you peace. Okay, resisting reality only prolongs discomfort. Breathe deeply and acknowledge your current situation without judgment. So whatever it is that you find yourself right now in life, whether it's in a relationship situation, whether a career situation, whether it's just you're just not happy with where you are right now in your life, Spirit is telling you they're right there with you. And they want you to accept where you are right now without judgment, okay? And resisting the reality of your situation. So ignoring it, or just trying to do things to escape, whether it's drinking, getting high, whatever it is, having sex. I don't know what it is for you, shopping. But whatever it is that you're resisting looking at in your life right now, they don't want you to do that. They want you to see it, and they want you to accept it, and that way they can help you change it. Okay, if we resist it, or we're running away from those things, it's hard to change them, right? Because we're not facing them. Okay, so again, I'm going to read this to you, and then we're going to jump into the tarot portion of your reading, Sagittarius. You have, remember, allowance and acceptance. It says, embracing what is brings you peace, right? Resisting reality only prolongs your discomfort. Breathe deeply and acknowledge your current situation without judgment, because they're not judging you either, and they don't want you to judge the situation. You don't negative talk the situation. Now let's jump into the tarot portion reading. Okay, you start out with you and your own reading, which in tarot you are the Temperance card, Sagittarius. So you're showing up in your own reading, and I'm going to read this to you. Okay, it says, emotional alchemy is at work. Okay, so basically it's saying fiery emotions are cooling into understanding and compassion. So I feel like a lot of you have gotten into some kind of argument or disagreement, either with a loved one, a friend, a co-worker, family. It doesn't matter, but it's some kind of argument or some kind of upset that you guys have experienced. Again, it could be a relationship, it could be family, it could be at your job, it could be with anybody. And you know, right now, but Spirit is saying that those is trying to heal itself. Like it's something that's why they want you to allow what the situation was at this time without judgment. So again, some of you are relating where you have gotten in some kind of argument or disagreement, and now it's time to make room and space for you guys to kind of heal here, okay? And I say let's go into the past. The past, you had the Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands is talking about taking on some kind of heavy responsibility. Maybe you felt like you had a lot of responsibilities on your back. Maybe you felt like something was a little too much or too heavy here. But we're at the 10 here, okay? So it's getting ready to release those things. So a lot of you, it was something to do with the past, maybe some childhood problems, childhood trauma. Maybe you've been carrying around a long time. For some of you, it is a soulmate. That maybe, you know, things weren't as smooth, or you've been with this person a long time, okay, for some of you. But whatever it is for any of you, and I do feel like for some of you, this is relationship based. You've been with this person for a long time. Maybe you've known them for a long time. Maybe you've been with them since childhood. If it is a relationship, if it's not a relationship, it is something that was built up over a period of time that has some kind of structure to it, or has some kind of structure to it. Because I have the High Priestess and I have the Tower card here. The Tower card talks about destruction. It talks about something that was built up over a period of time, but has now starting to fall or crumble because it was built on faulty ground, okay? I think right now, as I'm doing this reading, I think when I upload them, we'll be past the eclipse, but we're having the eclipse. So what's showing up heavily in your reading right now is the moon and the sun here, Sagittarius. So it's like your shadow side and your light side that you are at odds with. I feel like it's one direction you want to go in. It's one side of you this way, and it's one side of you that way, if that makes sense to any of you. But what I want to tell you, if you are experiencing like this side or that side, this side or that side, or this part of me or that part of me, Spirit wants you to move forward here with Three of Wands, okay? They want you to look, see how that sun is dawning there in the background. They want you to move forward and look forward, okay? Some of you are holding on to something that you don't need to hold on to anymore, whether that is past pain from a childhood situation or a soulmate situation. Anything that's from the past that you kind of keep reflecting back to or looking on or trying to hold on to. And I say that because Spirit has something new they're offering you. This is the hand of God offering you this person this cup, but this person is still looking at these cups, right? And it says, emotional dissatisfaction may be clouding your ability to receive new blessings. So you're still focused on what was. You're still focused on what happened or the old emotional wounds. And God and Spirit is saying, no, look, I'm trying to give you something brand new, but you still are focused on what was, okay? And they need you to kind of move forward. They need you to start looking forward here, okay, Sagittarius? They want you to come from a place with compassion and empathy, even for yourself at this time. Not just for yourself. How you show up, Sagittarius, will be the way that things will start falling in line around you. Keep that in mind. How you decide to show up. If you're doing tit for tat, if you're arguing back and forth, nothing gets resolved. So they need you to be the bigger person at this time. And defend yourself, stand your ground, but show up with empathy and being aware of the situation, right? A lot of you are battling your shadow side here, because I have the Devil card here with the Two of Pentacles. So it's like going back and forth here. Some of you are going back and forth maybe with a person, or going back and forth with your thoughts or with your emotions. And some of you are struggling with some kind of addiction or codependency that you have. So it says addictions, codependencies, or avoidance of patterns may be surfacing. Okay, face them head on. Remember, we had the other one where you have acceptance and allowance here. So again, it's telling you to face these things. Don't run from them. Don't use them as crutches. Don't drown it out. Don't try to ignore them. They need you to face them so we can get rid of them once and for all. Because you have that Tower card. That's whatever was done or whatever was built up, or the way that you were showing up, or the way that you were doing things, or a relationship, the way it was operating, whatever it was for you, Sagittarius, that's what needs to end at this time. So again, I'm going to read it to you. It's called bondage. Okay, and it says addictions, codependencies, or avoidance of patterns may be surfacing. So if you find yourself coming back with your shadow side, maybe you feel like you overcame something and it's coming back up, and you're struggling with it, it's coming back up because they want you to face it and finally defend what it is where you're going, because they want you to move forward here. Okay, and not dip in the past or what was. All right, and you're on your way. Because you have the Ten of Swords, so some of you could have had some kind of betrayal here, breakup, or something that has came to an end in your life. Could be anything. It could be a relationship. It could be a career. It could just be a way that you were doing things and operating that you decided to change. But you are trying to move forward here and leave those things behind here with the Six of Swords here. And that is an angel in that boat, steering that boat where you are being carried to calmer waters here, Sagittarius. Some of you have experienced that, okay? You need to speak with truth and clarity, and a lot of you are trying to find your truth and clarity in a situation and get a clear mind. I don't want you to operate in the lack mindset or feeling like you have to one-up anybody or feeling like you have to stoop down to anybody's level at this time if you made a decision to move forward for yourself. Those things come back up to challenge you. Do not let them win, okay? This is a competition. This is winning at all costs. But this is in your hopes and fears. So you might be fearing that you might show up the way that you did. You might be fearing that someone might come back. You might be fearing that they might do the things they did before, or an old situation might show up the way it did before. But that's just in your hopes and fears. I want you, Sagittarius, to continue to heal, to build, and to look forward here, okay? To finish moving down the path that you decided to go for yourself here. And you might be dealing with your shadow and light side, but it's okay. You will prevail if you continue to think and move forward here. Spirit is calling you. You have the Four of Swords here. So if you are dealing, let's say with some of you, a relationship issue, they want you to take time to withdraw and recharge. Healing happens in stillness. So a lot of you are having a healing situation. I think really healing within yourself, maybe some things from your past, maybe a soulmate, maybe a relationship, but really within your soul where you're trying to heal yourself right now, right? And better yourself and line yourself with better things. Even if you're trying to heal from a relationship or some kind of pain or betrayal here, you know, because you have the Lovers here, okay? Just take the time you need and look forward, you know, and try not to go backwards in any capacity. Even if you stay with that person, do not operate the way that you operated. And if they're operating the way that they used to operate, see that for what it is and know what you need to do, okay? All right? And know that you always have a choice here. I got to go. If you like, subscribe and share. I would have more time, but I have to cut this short. I really wish I had more time to go more into detail here. Because it is something I wanted to tell you, Sag. Just continue to move forward, Sagittarius, in all aspects of your life, whether it's career, whether you focus now on leaving something behind and better yourself, okay? Allow Spirit to come in and help you here, okay? Do things that make you happy. A lot of you are going through a healing process, and allow yourself to heal, all right? Oh, a lot of you are dealing with an air sign. That's what I was going to say, Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini, or a Scorpio here. So I have Cancer, Scorpio, that's what I wanted to say. Or Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini, or a Leo. That's what I got for you, okay? I really hope this helped. I love you. Please leave me a comment. Let me know if it resonated. I love to hear back from you guys. Thank you, and bye for now.